So you're in, Jack.
Yes.
Okay, let us start. No, we already did that one.
Ugh.
Okay, this isn't this isn't from the deck, but we're all stuck in virtual reality as batteries to power blank.
Oh,
Jack trying to find a good card for the existential. Oh no.
this one might be fun. Might be.
Hmm. Don't really have a lot of good options here. All right.
We're all stuck in virtual reality as batteries to power a body cavity search. We're all stuck in virtual reality as batteries to power your right to be a complete fuckwit. We're all stuck in virtual reality as batteries to power my boss's boss's boss. Goddamn. We're all stuck in virtual reality as batteries to power a character concept so dumb it loops back to being genius. And we're all stuck in virtual reality as batteries to power my emergency backup monologue loaded and ready at all times. AI generated, by the way.
Of course.
Fantastic.
Um, Definitely between the first and the fifth one. Yeah, just because of the. Of course, Jack.
Oh, time to get the soju out.
Oh, is it that kind of night?
Well, it's about to be, even though it's only 4 p.m. here. Let's see. I know this is you, Joseph. My coping mechanism for trauma is just blank and a shit ton of anime.
Actually, that's the AI.
Damn!
Oh.
Jeez. I feel seen. Get that camera out of my face. My coping mechanism for trauma is just every last drop and a shit ton of anime. Getting there.
Jesus.
My coping mechanism for trauma is just getting philosophical over a burger and a shit ton of anime. What?
AI.
I don't
What did this
recall.
happen?
I figured it was going to be AI because I don't recall being philosophical over a burger.
Not
My
yet,
coping
anyway.
mechanism for trauma is just
Yeah.
the unfairness of it all and the shit ton of anime. I think the unfairness of it all is the reason why I need to have a coping mechanism. My coping mechanism for trauma is just the boys from Cell Block 3 and a shit ton of anime. Jeez. And my mechanism for coping with trauma is permanent memory loss and a shit ton of anime.
You know,
It's like, well, that might be the case if I could remove my memory and then just rewatch Clannad over and over until I wither away into dust. I'm gonna have to go with every last drop.
Damn.
damn, really?
It's like I said, I'm getting there, and I have the bottle to prove it. Ugh.
Jesus. Okay. Oh, this one's good. Grandpa was from Chernobyl, so I was born with blank that was radioactive.
I swear if this one doesn't win.
All right. Grandpa was from Chernobyl, so I was born with God getting a blowjob from a black hole that was radioactive. Grandpa was from Chernobyl, so I was born with violent decompression that was radioactive. God damn it. I was born with 11 inches that was radioactive.
Damn
But
it!
11 inches of what? But 11 inches of what?
I don't need to pick it. I don't need to take your
Yes.
fucking point.
It's like that could not have been more perfect.
By the way, the last one, the curse of being able to write good dialogue but shit action scenes, that was a wholesale card, and that's poking fun at me.
Yeah.
I know
I get it.
my
I
weaknesses
feel it.
as a writer. This is an AI prompt one. If Chris ever gets court-martialed, it'll be because of blank.
Oh, for fuck's... You know what? That's... Oh. Nope. No. No. Yeah, alright, here.
If Chris ever gets court-martialed, it'll be because of creating a character solely to piss off the DM. What did you do? If Chris ever gets court-martialed, it'll be because of a trench coat full of suppressed emotions and 45 ACP.
Holy shit.
If Chris ever gets
Wow.
court-martialed, it'll be because of fucking wizard powers. If Chris ever gets
I don't
think
think I'd be court-martialed for fucking wizard powers, because it would have been to benefit, not detriment.
It's true.
Chris ever gets court-martialed, it'll be because of me switching accents mid-sentence and never acknowledging it. And if Chris ever gets court-martialed, it'll be because of vampire bears. It's gotta be this one.
Holy
Yes.
fuck.
Especially since I'm about to get 45. I'm about to get a 45.
What was yours, Jack?
Oh god, it was fucking creating a character just to piss off the DM, considering the people he's playing with right now.
Fair enough. That was actually my second
my-
choice.
Like, the thing is, my character was not made to intentionally piss off the DM. And
I know
had-
it isn't now. In the future, it could be.
Maybe. They warned us not to let Joseph improvise, and then blank happened. There is one card that is an instant winner.
Oh,
I had a few good ones. Hopefully this one is, Oh, God.
They warned us not to let Joseph improvise, and then a handgun with serial numbers filed off happened. Ooh.
Oh, my God.
They warned us not to let Joseph improvise, and then error code pineapple happened.
it's a waste
They
area.
warned us not to let Joseph improvise, and then the world's longest circle jerk happened.
Oh.
They warned us not to let Joseph improvise, and then a clip piercing happened.
Oh.
All right, bite down on this rack so you don't scream.
They warned us not to let Joseph improvise, and then a grilled cheese sandwich made on a radiator happened.
You know,
That is
that's a
improvisational,
good
and
fucking idea.
it actually probably would work.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of
Man,
course.
Jack's really running away with this right now.
Were you error code pineapple, Joseph?
I was the world's longest circle jerk.
Ah, okay. Ooh. Jailed criminals are typically served boiled blank 5 days a week.
Oh no. God, I don't know.
Mine's the only one that makes sense. should say that the card I picked was the only one that made sense.
Alright, there we go. Jailed criminals are typically served with boiled chicken fetus 5 days a week. Oh, God. They're typically served boiled overdramatic goats 5 days a week. Typically served boiled kale flavored. Oh my God, kale flavored dental dams 5 days a week. Disgusting.
Is it kale filtered?
I don't know what I said at first, but it's flavored. Served boiled cars powered by human blood 5 days a week. That doesn't make any sense. And typically served boiled Joseph's Love Life, best described as a mix between Dark Souls and a car crash in slow motion. That's a new card.
That's AI generated.
It's oddly specific.
Oddly specific. Chicken fetus.
Damn it.
It's also known as an egg.
Yep.
Yeah, I had to write that. I had to write that one in.
Specifically, is a fertilized egg. You know, I don't think the prisons are really.
You know, now that you point that out, well, now that you point that out, Jack, next time around I'll probably correct it to the more accurate description, which will make you hack up more. Yeah.
I won't shut up about American land yachts again. Someone distract me with blank. I won't shut up about American land yachts again. Someone distract me with a U-Dragon board-based E-cannon. Wholesale. I won't shut up about American land yachts again. Someone distract me with balls out Old Testament shit. I won't shut up about American land yachts again. Someone distract me with a couple of pounds circle jerking on a melted ice cream cake.
Oh my God.
I won't shut up about American land yachts again. Someone distract me with designing a D&D character more emotionally stable than myself.
Oh! Oh!
AI. And I won't shut up about American land yachts again. Someone distract me with cutting off my hero genitals while high on cleaning supplies. Fuck off. God damn AI.
Fuck. It's like, so AI generated the AI pick. Like, god damn. Like, AI, roast meat. That comes out. Well, that was mean. Alright, let's see here. I think we've had this card before. Joseph broke the Geneva Convention again, this time using blank.
Yes.
We have, yes.
Okay. Let's try to have a new one. Oh god, this is a new one. Blank was a solid preparation for me going into the military.
Oh.
Was that AI, Joseph, or is that you?
No, that was AI.
Oh, that was fucking fast.
Krabs pinching my testicles was a solid preparation for me going into the military. I mean, might as well be for the amount of ball busting I did. Postpartum depression was a solid preparation for me going into the military. Ooh.
I'm not gonna connect the dots there.
A wasted college education was solid preparation for me going into the military. Wow, also fair. Joseph getting flashbanged by his own grenade was a solid preparation for me going into the military. It's like, I feel like the situations for that one should be reversed. And World War Z was a solid preparation for me going to the military. Okay, well that one's out. Shit. I'm gonna go with postpartum depression.
Damn. Me getting
Yeah, I'll go
flashbanged by
with this
my own grenade was wholesale.
Nice. All right,
How many times have you done that?
Yes.
too many. All right, I'm gonna read this and then I'm gonna go grab more tea. If you read my contract, you'll see that I'm legally entitled to blank. Right, I'm back, and I lied. I didn't get one drink. I got two.
Okay.
Got tea and a black ration.
Oh
All right.
boy, go.
If you read my contract, you'll see that I'm legally entitled to the lengths I go to in order to check my socials on the clock. All right. That, considering my job, that's actually pretty fucking solid. Excuse me, boss. I'm on my 15. Let me check my text messages. You'll see I'm legally entitled to a leprechaun shitting out the rainbow. You'll see that I'm legally entitled to a twist tie wrapped around your ball sack. You'll see that I'm legally entitled to food for sex. And if you read my contract, you'll see that I'm legally entitled to a desperate fingering session. This one.
Damn.
Hey.
God damn it. What was yours, Joseph?
Food for sex.
Nice.
Chris claims he doesn't attract horse girls on purpose, but we all remember blank.
Oh.
AI generated take it up with it.
This is the best one.
Okay, I'm just gonna fucking throw this one away.
Chris claims he doesn't attract horse girls on purpose, but we all remember forks for hands. Wow, that's a new nickname. Chris claims he doesn't attract horse girls on purpose, but we all remember a 200-foot radioactive blob monster. Chris claims he doesn't attract horse girls on purpose, but we all remember Payday. Chris claims he doesn't attract horse girls on purpose, but we all remember driving a Cadillac and white beer sweatpants and still thinking you're fancy. And Chris claims he doesn't attract horse girls on purpose, but we all remember frequent smoking breaks. You know, y'all could have written something in, my god.
I went with the blob monster.
Ah. I mean, Battle's attraction
When
is
asked
one.
to define, when asked to define, quote, unprofessional behavior, unquote, I immediately brought up blank.
Oh, God.
Interesting. Not sure how to read this one, so here we go.
All right. When asked to define unprofessional behavior, I immediately brought up metal robot skeletons. When asked to define unprofessional behavior, I immediately brought up the whole jacking off in the public thing. When asked to define unprofessional behavior, I immediately brought up anal warts.
Oh.
When asked to define unprofessional behavior, I immediately brought up a mandatory sexual harassment seminar. And when asked to define emotional behavior, when asked to define unprofessional behavior, I immediately brought up a mouthful of broken glass. Okay, well, it's definitely between the jacking off in public thing and the sexual harassment seminar. Jacking off in public.
Damn it!
Damn, you were the other one, weren't you?
Yes.
Yeah, he was. Of course he was. It's like the only two cars that actually make sense, even in context. And it was, of course, it was going to be between one of you two.
Oh my god. He died the way he lived, with blank in his hand. All right. He died the way he lived, with the blood of tyrants in his hand. Damn, that's metal. He died the way he lived, with the gimp locked in my basement in his hand.
That can either be kinky or tender, depending on how you interpret it.
I know, right? Holy crap.
Or both.
He died the way he lived, with extensive knowledge of my coworkers' drama in his hand.
I have this 2 terabyte flash drive.
God damn it. No. Don't bring me back. No, you can't. He died the way he lived, with a throbbing, veiny cock in his hand. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. He died the way he lived, with custom dildos handcrafted to your exact specifications in his hand.
You're smart for choice.
Damn, this is a good one. Oh. You know, actually, I'm going to go for the unexpected use of the blood of tyrants.
Damn!
Hey! It's like,
Oh, yours, yours.
I was not expecting to win that with the throbby baby cock in there.
I mean,
that was
that's
mine.
the
That was mine.
that's the
Of
one you
course it
expect.
was.
Oh no, it's super good, but that's the one you expect. I didn't expect that to work as well as it did. The fucking.
Well,
There
well,
were
it's like
so many
funny-
good choices.
Yeah, well, the funny thing with mine is that actually would be a way I would go out.
My car talk is annoying, but once I switch over to blank, you'll do anything to get back to it. AI generated.
Oh boy.
Oh, Jack found a bad one.
It could be a bad one, but thinking on it, I don't think so. I'm gonna have to go for a different one.
You know what? I think I got one here.
You know what? Actually, no. I'm gonna put this one in.
My car talk is annoying, but once I switch over to a villainous monologue intro to buy a pizza delivery, you'll do anything to get back to it. My car talk is annoying, but once I switch over to me unplugging a loved one out of spite, I'll do anything to get back to it. What are you talking about? I'll unplug my family just to charge my fucking phone. My car talk is annoying, but once I switch over to a jizz sock, he'll do anything to get back to it.
No.
My car talk is annoying, but once I switch over to the person nobody likes, he'll do anything to get back to it.
Well, it just made me sad.
There's a lot of people I can think of with regards to that. My car talk is annoying, but once I switch over to the entire state of Kentucky, you'll do anything to get back to it. It's definitely between jizz sock and person nobody likes. What would be more likely to make you want to deal with my hyperfixation on the automotive world? Yeah, probably this. Damn. Okay, who had jizz sock?
Nope.
Wow.
I had unplugging the family member out of spite because, man, I don't want to hear about that. That's dark.
Mine was the monologue.
Ah.
Group rule number 1: don't be in charge of blank again.
Oh no.
That's
Yeah.
AI generated, isn't it?
It is.
Because if it was you, because the thing is, Joseph, if it was you, like, I'm practically in charge of everything.
There
All right,
it
group
is.
rule number 1: don't let me be in charge of finding Jesus again. Group rule number 1: don't let me be in charge of the butt plug you share with your dog again.
Oh. Oh, God.
Group rule number 1: don't let me be in charge of the deeply unsettling moment when I start relating to the villain a little too much again.
Oh.
Group rule number 1: don't let me be in charge of a convicted war criminal again. So me. Group rule number 1: don't let me be in
Oh.
charge of dinner made for your guests again. I mean, I wouldn't say my cooking's that bad, but
Not for your guests, from your guests.
be in charge of it. Oh. Let me. Yeah, probably finding Jesus.
Damn it.
we all know how this one could go sideways. I won't say wrong, but simply sideways.
I mean, considering how what happened while I was out here.
What does that mean? What do you mean?
I'll explain when I get back.
What the fuck do you mean? Okay. All right. I think this is a new one. Let me know if it isn't, and I'll pick a different one. Joseph's refusal to adopt is astounding. When everyone else has
we've
moved
done
on to
this
what
one.
we have done this one before. Yes, that was a long time ago. Oh no. You know what's funny? Changing someone's IV to blank.
God.
Alright, you know what's funny? Changing someone's IV to a kangaroo with the Glock in its pouch. You know what's funny? Changing someone's IV to rigor mortis. Changing someone's IV to a podcast of your really short orgasm. Oh god. You know what's really funny? Changing someone's IV to blood rain. And changing someone's IV to a baby refusing to leave the womb. It's got to be blood rain.
Finally. Last
Goddamn,
fucking
what's that?
question.
Oh my god, it was... Holy shit, you don't... What
damn,
happened?
Shit, that went faster than I thought.
Right?
Want to do another one?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's bump it up to like 20. Yeah, Jack, you and I tied.
Let's do 25 just to make up for the
25?
shortness of this. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, 25 is worth.
Because then it averages out to 20 per game. And that feels like something we do.
No, that averages out to 50 per game.
No. We did 15 and then we do 25. So that should
That's
be
40.
20 per game. Yeah, per game. Like,
Oh, I see what you
average.
mean. Oh,
yeah.
okay. I see what you mean. Settings, decks. Yeah. Okay, this isn't one of mine, but this is pretty good. According to the Bible, if your favorite hobby is blank, you've got a ticket to heaven during the rapture.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
The amount of abuse that could be had with this card.
Oh, this is...
Okay.
Okay, hold on.
The problem is, I have one of your cards, Joseph, and AI or not, I have to save it for the right moment. That is my nuke button right there.
Oh.
Fuck it.
Okay.
According
Perfect.
to the Bible, if your favorite hobby is old people fucking, you've got a ticket to heaven during the rapture.
Jeez.
According to the Bible, if your favorite hobby is a public orgasm, you've got a ticket to heaven during the rapture.
God damn it.
According to the Bible, if your favorite hobby is a faulty elevator, you've got a ticket to heaven during the rapture. According to the Bible, if your favorite hobby is teeth clogging the shower drains, you've got a ticket to heaven during the rapture. And according to the Bible, if your favorite hobby is the forced application of a swastika tramp stamp, you've got a ticket to heaven during the rapture.
God.
Yeah, take a fucking point, Jack.
I read it, I was like, oh, this is too good.
Yikes.
Yikes is right.
What are you, fucking
Oh,
Oz?
Oh, this is a new one. If I ever open a school, the first lesson will be called Blank 101.
Oh no.
AI generated, by the way.
The first lesson will be Public Orgasm 101.
Oh my god.
Oh, I've got two good. No. This works. Hopefully.
All right. If I ever open up a school, the first lesson will be called A Tactical Discussion that devolved into Incoherent Screaming 101. If I ever open up a school, the first lesson will be called The Ratio Between the Quality of a Blowjob and Your Willingness to Accept a Little Vomit 101.
Wait, where have I heard this before?
If I ever open up a school, the first lesson will be called Frontier Justice 101. I'm pretty sure, Joseph, you would attend every day if I had a class like that.
Pretty much.
If I ever opened up a school, first lesson will be called The Video I Took of My Butthole for Medical Purposes That I Forgot to Delete 101. And if I ever open up a school, the first lesson will be called A Scary Talking Wart on Your Genitals 101. Frontier Justice.
Yes!
Joseph.
No, I don't like this card. Ooh. If Joseph is on the roof with a lit cigarette and a rifle, you can guarantee that blank was involved.
No.
This could go a lot of ways.
It could.
Oh, you know what? That's it. Nuke deployed.
Oh no. If Joseph was on the roof with a lit cigarette and a rifle, you can guarantee that a near painful blowjob was involved. You can guarantee that my father and his father before him was involved.
Oh.
Oh no, this next one. If Joseph is on the roof with a lit cigarette and a rifle, you can guarantee that that one time Joseph actually said "I love you" and meant it was involved.
Ow.
Oh. Okay, you can guarantee that the joy of punching a helpless child in the balls was involved. And if Joseph is on the roof with the lit cigarette and a rifle, you can guarantee that explaining why you're turned on by a werewolf transformations was involved. You goddamn bastard.
I fucking hate you, Chris.
I said nuke was deployed.
Yeah, I know.
By the way, AI generated.
God,
Of course.
fucking good.
Yeah, no, like, if that wasn't AI generated, I'd feel a lot more bad about it.
And the last one, that's wholesale. I believe
The last card.
the last card.
Oh, the last card. You know, yeah, do plead the fifth.
Jack didn't want to roleplay a relationship in Vampire because it reminded him of blank.
You motherfucker.
AI!
Oh.
AI!
Okay, well, there's a card I just picked up that I fucking love, but I gotta save
All
it.
right, I have to play this one. I wish I could play multiple cards. I wish that was a rule.
Fuck, I do not have any, like, very many good cards, but I don't want to get rid of them for future.
Just do a throwaway, write it in.
Yeah, fucking, I'm just throwing away. I don't want to keep these.
Jack didn't want to roleplay a relationship with Vampire because it reminded him of curly fingernails. Jack didn't want to roleplay a relationship with Vampire because it reminded him of playing the dating game and having the contestants be Sam, Carl, and Kirsty. Jack didn't want to roleplay a relationship in Vampire because it reminded him of the hole in your foot from a rusty nail. Oh, God. Jack didn't want to roleplay a relationship in Vampire because it reminded him of building his loadout based on vibes instead of stats. AI generated, by the way.
That's a good one.
Jack didn't want to roleplay a relationship in Vampire because it reminded him of the best way to cure someone's hiccups. A bullet through their brain. It's gotta be this one.
Yes! Oh, I shot myself in the foot.
With a rusty nail. see. I already did that one. Nope.
Remember, no matter what, Idiot Gear always gets played.
Idiot gear.
Yeah, absolutely. We could have had a normal D&D session, but then Jack started doing blank.
What do you mean? Well, guess what fucking card I got again?
All right, we could have had a normal D&D session, but Jack started doing Finding Jesus. Jack started doing Sexual Attraction to Machines. Jack started doing
Hey,
the
we're
Christian
not playing
bonus.
Nier.
It's like, could have had a normal D&D session, but then Jack started doing a piece of rebar. Ugh.
Oh,
And then Jack started doing an extension cord, a toaster, and a bathtub. God, a lot of these... Man, all these cards suck. But I'm going to have to do it with the extension cord. Ah.
so you already did that one. No. Nope. We've done that one before. Here we go. You can't be an. You can't be. Oh no, this is a typo. Yeah, you can't be an apocalyptic overlord without a throne made out of blank. That's supposed to be an and, not an a. A.
The only one that makes sense. What now?
All right, you can't be an apocalyptic overlord without a throne made out of razor blades hidden underneath fingernail. What? You can't be an apocalyptic overlord without the throne made out of a cow horn with two heads. A cow born with two heads. You can't be an apocalyptic overlord without a throne made out of the pimple made out of the size of my fist. Oh my god. You can't be an apocalyptic overlord without a throne made out of my first experience with a tampon. And you can't be an apocalyptic overlord without a throne made out of someone who's been prison shanked for 800 times. Carl!
What? It's not me this
Like,
time.
I was hungry for hands. Give me a break.
All right, who had? Oh, well. What did you guys have?
Razor blades.
I had the cow.
That wasn't a great round.
No. My idea of romance includes blank and bloodshed.
Oh no.
Oh! Yeah, I
Joseph, I'm
generated,
sorry.
by the way.
Oh god.
Here we go. I can see this happening.
My idea of romance includes an unwashed dick and bloodshed. Ew, no. That's nasty.
Ugh.
My idea of romance includes blue screening mid-compliment and bloodshed. My... What? What were you gonna say, John?
Windows. Donk.
The sound effect for the blue screen.
I wish I could replicate that better.
My idea of romance includes my shift that started half an hour ago that I forgot about, and bloodshed. My idea of romance includes shit in my pants and bloodshed. And my
Are they
idea of
related?
Maybe. And my idea of romance includes the sound of a dog about to throw up and bloodshed. It's gotta be blue screening.
Yes.
Yours was shit in my pants, wasn't it, Jack?
No, it actually wasn't. It was a fucking. Oh god, what was the first one? My brain can't remember the context.
Your brain already blue screened.
Yeah, seriously. Okay, include an unwashed dick. That's what it was.
No, I always wash my dick.
Good. Honestly, good.
Oh, this is a new one. Listen, unless a girl shows up with blank, I doubt Joseph's gonna be interested in her.
God.
Like, man, so far, like, this entire game, this game's just been fucking ragging on Joseph. There needs to be more
We need
objectivity.
less ragging on Joseph cards. I'm gonna just be honest here.
Yeah.
It is fun to rag on you on occasion, but it's too much.
Listen, unless a girl shows up with a camel toe as a fashion statement, I doubt Joseph's gonna be interested in her. Listen, unless a girl Joseph shows up with a 1911 shield and the 3 layers of style, I doubt Joseph's gonna be interested. It's like, I almost don't want to read anything else.
I think that's a winner.
Yeah, just for the sake of it. Unless a girl shows up with a fall down a well with no one around for miles, I doubt Joseph's gonna be interested in her. Nah. The action grandma's bench, nah.
Ooh.
Joseph's one-man Broadway performance in a group chat. Yeah, no, it's of course not. Of course, take the point, Joseph.
Yes! By the way, that's a wholesale card created for me.
Good. That's a good one.
Yes.
Like you didn't write that in.
No. Well, the 1911 under three layers of denial is AI generated, but the prompt card is one that's wholesale.
That is a good prompt.
Okay. Yeah.
That is a good prompt. However, there was too much ragging on Joseph for my taste.
Yeah.
You do realize that my low self-esteem means you can rag me as much as you want, and I will not feel a goddamn thing about it.
That is fair. However, all right. Jack's autobiography is titled blank. A Tale of Regret and Poor Decisions. Joseph, if you find this card, needs a D at the end there.
That's AI generated.
Thanks, AI.
Okay, here we go.
For fuck's sake.
It works. It works well as a title, at least in my head.
I can't see a damn thing.
Oh, you got bugged? Jack's autobiography is titled The Big Crunch. A Tale of Regret and Poor Decisions. Damn. It's titled Trust Me, I Saw It on YouTube. A Tale of Regret and Poor Decisions. Okay. Is titled A Tactical Vest Full of Emotional Damage. A Tale of Regret and Poor Decisions.
You should come out swinging.
Holy shit! An old man and jerking off in the bus. A Tale of Regret and Poor Decisions.
Why would that be old man?
Why is that one good?
Why is that an autobiography?
I don't know. That's the worst part.
You predicting the future, Joseph?
Who knows at this point?
Is titled Overcrowding, A Tale of Regret and Poor Decisions. Jesus, that's dark in context.
Holy shit!
Oh my god. Wow.
Good luck picking, Jack.
Holy fuck. You guys, oh my god.
This is AI generated, by the way. Just remember that.
It's a good prompt card. Oh, I have to go with the tactical vest full of emotional.
Damn it!
All right,
Yeah,
I need to hear.
Trust me, I saw it on YouTube.
That was a good one. That was the second best.
The big crunch.
Damn it.
Fucking
Of course, I had the silver medal.
Chris's eternal monologue sounds suspiciously like blank.
Oh no.
Oh no. It feels like I should probably be it really feels like I should be the one judging this one, but I also have a card for this. I have 2 cards. Shit. Which one do I do? You know what? This actually sounds better.
Chris's internal monologue sounds suspiciously like his lifelong war against his own better judgment.
Oh my god.
Okay, fuck you.
Chris's internal monologue sounds suspiciously like using the phrase base to excuse psychological damage.
I have yet to do that.
Chris's
Good.
internal monologue sounds suspiciously like getting denied for parole. Chris's internal monologue sounds suspiciously like the sound of a single sad kazoo. And Chris's internal monologue sounds suspiciously like my boss's boss's boss. Okay, it's definitely between the first and the fourth one. Just for the visual alone, I'm gonna have to go with Sad Kazoo.
Damn it! Damn it! I blamed myself for nothing.
If that wasn't in there, you would have easily won.
Yeah, god damn it. Alright. On that one. God. Already did that one before. Alright, my deepest, darkest secret involves blank.
No, this one.
Alright, my deepest, darkest secret involves the realization that all my friends were just figments of my imagination. My deepest, darkest secret involves that excuse that finally goes on a killing spree. My deepest, darkest secret involves the melting ice caps. My deepest, darkest secret involves the ancient prophecy of just one more game. And my deepest, darkest secret involves holding open an elevator door for someone to fall to their deaths.
Oh my god, that's incredibly specific!
Yeah, that's very specific. Shit. Shit. Some of these are pretty good. I'm gonna have to go with the first one.
Woo!
Damn. Google search for, will licking blank kill me?
I think mine's funny. I don't know if I don't know if anyone else will think it's funny, but I think it's funny.
I had several, but this is a throwaway.
Google search for, will licking that big fucking bird over there kill me? Will licking expired milk kill me? Will licking barnyard animals' sexual tension kill me? Will licking sand kicked in your eyes kill me? And finally, Google search for, will licking a man crushed by circus elephant kill me? I just a fucking big bird over there.
The real reason I keep making the same mistakes is blank.
Oh. Okay, I have to write in this time. I don't have anything that works.
Oh no! I'm so sorry. I have to, but I don't. Well, hey, I hate that I have to do this.
Come on, do it.
I've already done it. I've already pulled the trigger. I'm so sorry. Like it's literally the fucking like it's literally the fucking image of the like God. What's that? What's that from? Lethal Weapon? No,
No.
like
real-
the black man crying with a revolver.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, New Jack City.
Yeah. Yeah, it's that image. Like looking at that card was literally just that image in my head. It's like I have to. I just can't. I can't.
The real reason I keep making the same mistakes is naming my guns after women who hurt him.
Oh my god. Was that an AI one?
Yes.
Damn.
The real reason I keep making the same mistakes is the sight of my own body after being guillotined. The real reason I keep making the same mistakes is dreams of my mom. The real reason I keep making the same mistakes is the definition of insanity. And the real reason I keep making the same mistakes is the memory of losing your virginity inside the... Fucking take your... Oh.
Oh
No,
my god, really?
That was not me. No.
Naming guns
Like-
after women who hurt me was yours, wasn't it?
Yes, that was mine.
God damn it. If the fucking AI didn't pull that out of its ass. Yeah.
Yeah, that's twice. That's twice now. I've been cockblocked by AI.
I could totally imagine you, Chris, being Wesley Snipes, pointing the revolver, saying, "Am I my brother's keeper?" In this scenario.
Oh God. I already did that one. Oh, here we go. Jack looking high and low and tearing his hair out over Blake.
No. No.
Like, Joseph, was this the card I suggested to you?
Yes.
Perfect. Jack looking high and low and tearing his hair out over Joseph doing another accent/imitation. Jack looking high and low and tearing his hair out over Joseph's approach to love. Ignore all the warning signs and hope that it turns into a rom-com instead of a crime scene.
Oh my god!
Or, hold on. What's that last statement supposed to be? It's being covered by the end of it.
Instead of a crime
Maybe scroll down
documentary.
Okay. Instead of a crime, okay. Jack looking high and low and tearing his hair out over me saying, I'm not mad when absolutely being mad. Jack looking high and low and tearing his hair out over solitary confinement. And Jack looking high and low and tearing his hair out over a chum bucket. Okay, well, it's obviously going to be between. It's got to be one of the first three. Which would make Jack more annoyed?
That's a good question.
We have to channel my annoyance.
Well, I think it depends on the severity of the situation to begin with.
It does.
Right.
It does.
I gotta go with me being mad. Nope. Fuck. Is that all right? Who had the other one?
Nope.
Mine was
Joseph, what's it?
me doing another imitation/accent.
No shit. All right.
That was mine.
Mine was solitary confinement, because that's the best one I had.
Mm.
I don't think we've seen this one before. Jack's inner monologue is just looping audio of blank.
We haven't.
New one? Alright.
No, we have not seen that one.
That's AI, by the way.
That's a good one.
Okay. Apparently I had the perfect card for this because it works in both. It works in two ways. It works for me and it works for you, Jack, in this context.
Making sure we didn't have the bug. But we did. My inner monologue is just looping audio of a really, really wet cock. Gross. My inner monologue is just looping audio of the ashes of our enemies. God damn, that's metal as hell.
Why would it be audio?
It would probably be like it would probably sound like Dark Souls 3 Ashes of Ariandel at the very beginning. Or at the very end.
Or just a distorted air raid siren?
It's less Ashes, it's more Siren Head, of course. It's just looping audio of an escape room with no exit. It's just looping audio of one heartfelt conversation away from being a cult leader. My inner monologue is just one looping audio of the Rage Virus. It's this one. God damn it!
Yep.
Your point.
I knew it. I knew it.
AI generated.
Like, of course I had. Like, of course I had to have that one. Of course I had to play that one because look who did join the cult.
Right before everything exploded, Crisp whispered Blake.
Ooh.
I didn't even need to think about this one.
Shit. Okay, my cards suck. I gotta get a new set. Alright, let's see. Okay, sure. Ah, god damn. All these cards suck except... Okay. Fine.
Right before everything exploded, Chris whispered a prayer for a quick and merciful death.
Oh my god.
Right before everything exploded, Chris whispered the moon hatching into a giant space bug. Right before everything exploded, Chris whispered California falling into the ocean. Right before everything exploded, Chris whispered, it's just a simple game night. It was not a simple game night. And right before everything exploded, Chris whispered a novel written entirely in emojis. Again, it's got to be between the first and the fourth one. Yeah, that seems more likely.
Damn it. Yeah, no, the first one was mine.
There we go.
Like, it was just a simple games night. It was not a simple game night. I've already seen that one. Oh, this is a new one. Jack's wedding was beautiful. Nice vows, good food. Kind of hit a snag when blank happened, though.
Oh no.
That's AI, isn't it, Joseph?
No, it's not!
It's not?
Good
No!
card, Joseph. That's fucking fantastic. Oh no.
Alright, I gotta cover a part of the screen for this so I don't see what the cards are ahead of time.
Okay, hold on. I need to choose carefully. Okay, this one.
Alright, Jack's wedding was beautiful. Nice vows, good food. Kind of hit a snag when the cleansing power of napalm happened, though. Jack's wedding was beautiful. Nice vows, good food. Kind of hit a snag when the emotional constipation brought on by your parental issues happened, though. Oddly specific, okay. Jack's wedding was beautiful. Nice vows, good food. Kind of hit a snag when the desperate fingering session happened, though. Jack's wedding was beautiful. Nice vows, good food. Kind of hit a snag when my favorite pastime, turning a casual debate into courtroom drama, happened, though. I would have done that at the after party, not during the wedding. Jack's wedding was beautiful. Nice vows, good feud. Kind of hit a snag when a jizz sock happened, though. God.
Good selection.
Quite the selection. I'm gonna have to go with the cleansing power of napalm, baby.
Woo!
Damn it.
Yours was ragging on me, wasn't it, Jack?
It was, yeah.
God
Because what
damn.
could ruin a wedding fast?
I can think of several things.
Arguing with a wife in front of everybody.
I can think of several other things, Jack, that wouldn't even pertain to me.
Yeah, your ex could easily show up.
Yes, Yeah, unannounced and uninvited. Go figure.
God, if that happened, that would be a nightmare. All right, if Chris ever writes his memoir, it'll be called "How I Ruined My Life with Blank." That's a new one.
Oh,
It
that is a new one.
Good.
Yes.
Good.
Yes. Okay, you know what? This is a winner.
Oh God.
God damn it! I know which.
If Chris ever, my God, what the fuck, brain? If Chris ever writes his memoir, it'll be called "How I Ruined My Life with That One Woman Who Won't Stop Showing Me Photos of Her Kids." Oh my God. It'll be called "How I Ruined My Life with Having a Worrying String of Awful Girlfriends." How I Ruined My Life with Chris, fully prepared to go to war over an argument only he remembers.
That's a pretty good card. That's AI, isn't it?
It is.
That's a good one.
How I Ruined My Life with Soiled Undies. And finally, if Chris ever writes his memoir, it'll be called "How I Ruined My Life with Gruel Omelet." Ugh. It's got to be this one. Yep, that's Chris.
Jack's new girlfriend isn't perfect, but compared to Kirsty doing blank, she's a fucking saint.
Oh.
Not AI, by the way.
I have
Good.
so
fucking
many
card,
options.
Goddamn bastard.
I have so many options here. The question is, how bad do I want to be in this?
You know what? Just send it. Just send it.
Hmm. You know what? Let's do it this one.
Jack's new girlfriend isn't perfect, but compared to Kirsty doing the family dog, she's a fucking saint.
Dear God.
Ooh.
Jack's new girlfriend isn't perfect, but compared to Kirsty doing terrifying illustrations from children's books, she's a fucking saint.
Could you imagine? Oh my God.
Jack's new girlfriend isn't perfect, but compared to Kirsty doing your misunderstood last words, wait, what about the euthanasia? She's a fucking saint. Jack's new girlfriend isn't perfect, but compared to Kirsty doing a perfectly executed reach around, she's a fucking saint. And Jack's new girlfriend isn't perfect, but compared to Kirsty doing a secret handshake that's too complicated to remember, she's a fucking... It's gotta be the family dog. It has to be.
God damn it, Chris.
That's just, like, it was either that or the other one.
The other one, which you will not reveal at this time.
No, I will not. If I can remember by the time the game ends, I will point it out. Already seen that one. Already seen that one. Now this is a new one. My biggest regret right after enlisting is blank.
Now that I look at my cards, I think these aren't that great for this one.
We're always playing for the next hand.
This is true.
Yep.
This is true.
Always playing for the hand, right? Yeah, exactly, the next hand.
Fuck it. Let's get rid of this card.
Alright, my biggest regret right after enlisting is reading day inside the nuclear bunker. Jeez. My biggest regret right after enlisting is driving a Cadillac and a wife beater and sweatpants thinking you're fancy. My biggest regret right after enlisting is Jack's very serious, very academic approach to a topic nobody asked about. My biggest regret right after enlisting is morticians playing basketball with a human head.
Ugh.
Yeah, my biggest regret right after enlisting is premature ejaculation. Oh, that happens all the time. Stop it. God. Which would actually make me have the biggest regret right after enlisting? Nuclear bunker.
Woo! By the way, the one roasting Jack, AI generated.
That's a good one. No. Good one, but no. Ah! This'll work. Instead of therapy, I now cope with blank.
Oh boy. Let's see. You know what?
Alright, instead of therapy, I now cope with caveman hygiene. Oh, disgusting. Instead of therapy, I now cope with Chris turning in a minor detail into a cornerstone of the lore.
God. Jeez, fuck off.
Instead of therapy, I now cope with your best friend's hookup with your stepdad. Oh, what?
That's your reason for therapy.
Instead of therapy, I now cope with salmon-flavored jizz. And instead of therapy, I now cope with all the crap I learned in high school. It's the fucking cornerstone of the lore.
Yay!
AI generated, by the way.
Love you too, Jack. Yeah, no, like that entire card is predicated on me somehow out-nerding you, Jack.
Or
Like
me
Sam
seeing
Witwer.
something that you do that is just incredibly inspiring. I'm like, oh shit, I actually have to write that one down. That's a great fucking idea.
Yeah, otherwise it's basically like Sam Witwer out and nerding Dave Filoni.
It's Saturday night. Time for blank.
Oh boy.
We've seen this card before, but I couldn't find anything new.
You know what? I have to write in the answer because first thing in my head, I have to write it in.
It's Saturday night. Time for bullshit. It's Saturday night. Time for the entire friend group attempting emotional growth and failing spectacular.
Oh,
Damn.
that feels like that's like calling out what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
It's Saturday night. Time for a sitter. It's Saturday night. Time for me getting way into a character voice. And it's Saturday night. Time for a blowjob that's mostly teeth.
No.
Man, there are really good ones here.
Yes, there are. Oh God. There's between three I can choose. Bullshit works too well. God damn it!
Yes!
I knew it.
God damn it.
That was the right-in one.
Jack,
Like
you're...
the fucking emotional growth one was the runner-up, wasn't it?
What? Yeah,
That second one?
The emotional growth was a runner-up. Yeah.
Mine was character voice, given that Saturday nights are mostly when we do our tabletop RPG.
No, that
Right.
Like that was like a three-way tie between those three cards in particular.
All right. Have we done this one before? Joseph refuses to trust people who don't appreciate blank.
Nope.
We have not. That was
have
one of
not,
the ones Joseph put in chat.
Ah.
Okay, my suck.
Like, I hear a tea kettle. Jack's got a good one.
It could be good.
Yeah.
Joseph refuses to trust people who don't appreciate a running joke that no one actually finds funny but won't die.
Oh my god.
That's oddly specific, but okay. Joseph refuses to trust people who don't appreciate the memory of your dead grandpa's face stuck in your head during sex.
Ugh.
Joseph refuses to trust people who don't appreciate the next stage of human evolution. Gunhead. Joseph refuses to trust people who don't appreciate having a better relationship with ChatGPT than with a normal person. And Joseph refuses to trust people who don't appreciate the drugs you consumed hoping you'll become God. I'm gonna do the running joke, come on.
Wow.
Nice. Nice.
It's like, I know you don't trust people who don't appreciate that, Joseph, because it's literally just us two.
Pretty much. By the way, having a better relationship with ChatGPT than with a normal person, wholesale.
That's a good written card.
Yeah, Jesus.
You know, if Joseph had just kept his mouth shut about blank, none of this would have happened.
We've never seen that card before.
No, we haven't.
We have not.
We have not.
Also, fucking Gunhead was released a while ago, Joseph. I could do a showcase for him. I've never played him before.
I looked at the skills, like, Christ alive, so many weapons.
About what?
Oh, he looks Gunhead in Forever Winter.
Oh.
If you were interested.
That's still tentative.
Given that it's still 100 gigs at the moment, yeah, better be tentative.
Yeah, no, the gimmick with Gunhead, aside from the Gunhead, is that he is incredibly high health just at a baseline, but you don't get to heal.
I don't think you can aim down sights with him either, but that comes with the added benefit of, hey, do you want to delete this enemy at the press of a button? Alright. If Joseph had just kept his mouth shut about Jack's dating history, but formatted as a police procedural, none of this would have happened. If Joseph had just kept his mouth shut about Death by Cashew, none of this would have happened. If he had just kept his mouth shut about the reality that God is a woman and you were fucked because of it, none of this would have happened. And if Joseph had kept his mouth shut about a heart attack while masturbating in a public restroom, none of this would have happened. If Joseph had kept his mouth shut about Joseph's coping mechanism for every bad decision, doubling down and making it worse, none of this would have happened. Alright, who had this? God damn it.
That is the first point that AI has actually gotten. This is one of mine! And it's not AI. Jack will refuse to indulge his baser instincts. Not even if you put blank and blank right in front of him.
Oh.
Ooh, a double. You know what? Here.
You can take baser instincts any way you want. It does not have to purely be sexual. Jack will refuse to indulge his baser instincts, not even if you put ass sex under a ceiling mirror and a hot tub miscarriage right in front of him.
Oh my god!
I almost spit out my soju.
Jack will refuse to.
Oh, that burns.
Jack will refuse to indulge his baser instincts, not even if you put a good old-fashioned corpse toboggan race and anal warts right in front of him.
Ugh.
Jack will refuse to indulge his baser instincts, not even if you put fake blood that looks a little too real and everything I've ever dipped my balls in right in front of him.
What the fuck?
Jack will refuse to indulge his baser instincts, not even if you put a workout routine for lazy people and the 2024 Olympic fisting team right in front of him. And Jack will refuse to indulge his baser instincts, not even if you put orphans used as bowling pins and sweet cuddly kittens in front of him. It's got to be this one. It just has to be. God damn it! I hit a crystal win. Fuck.
Really? Are you sure that was the win? Oh, it was the win. Yay! All right. So with the God, what round was it? Oh yeah, that's right. Jack's new girlfriend isn't perfect, but compared to Kirsty doing blank, it was a fucking sin. The other card I could have used was the escaped convict under your bed.
That was
You nailed down her psycho nature.
Oh God, I was meant that to be actual joke. God damn.
I'm not sure how much of it was truth, but yeah. All right, we down for more Dark Tide?
I already got it prepped.